Hello everyone, this is Chachi, with me is Maxwell.
Hello.
Welcome back to Ace Combat. So, this is going to be my first truly blind playthrough of the series. We talked a little bit about how Ace Combat 2 had a re-release on the 3DS, and many of the beats were therefore the same. Although some of them were different than others in interesting little quirky ways. This one, don't know anything about. Hey Amber, welcome.
Hey.
We are going to experience this game for the first time together, I think, unless you are a secret Ace Combat superfan and I never knew. I'm telling a lie. I know two things about this game. One, the game apparently had a somewhat troubled development cycle in that there were production shortfalls, I think, that were preventing them from getting all of the content into the international release. And so they just cut a bunch of it out for like the EU and the USA markets. The second thing I know is this joke that keeps coming up that this is the Ace Combat game that Project Aces made after the entire staff binged Ghost in the Shell. Apparently they just watched the movie like 4 times back to back and made this game. Don't really know what they mean by that. I have some guesses, especially considering
the incredibly anime opening.
Well, I'm speaking more about the words and like the digital goofiness and whatnot going on. Perhaps there are... Oh no. Oh boy. Yeah, see, there's the internet.
Yeah.
I knew it. The internet's here.
So anime.
Yeah. Apparently there are actually some anime cutscenes in this game. Those didn't make it into the international release, as did about 60% of the missions. A very large part of this game was left on the cutting room floor.
Wow.
Therefore, I secured a disk image of the Japanese version, and I'm using Project Nemo's patch in order to translate the dialogue.
Huh.
Hope y'all like subtitles, because there's going to be some of that. Hopefully the upscaling doesn't make them unreadable. I tried to pump this up to twice normal resolution. It's not a huge jump, which means that we should still have a decent amount of fidelity.
Hey Lynx, we are ready for UI.
Yeah, the UI is already a damn thing. So this is saying, do you want to create your save file? New account makes a new one, download, starts one that you've already started. So when I said this looks like a Dreamcast puzzle game, yeah, you were not joking.
Hey sis.
Okay, so let's see. The default file name is Nemo, and that's fine. I'm tempted to call myself Cash and put a couple of yen symbols in there, but I'm gonna refrain. Oh, can you caps lock?
I mean, I'm sure you can.
Maybe it's shift toggle. Yeah, okay, it's a shift toggle.
Okay.
So.
I figured that's what you meant.
Alright. Easy, normal, or hard. I choose to play the game in the way the developers intended me to do so. I can play it on there. I'm gonna choose to believe that means, are you happy with this setting?
They forgot to translate that. Oh no.
There's enough context cues that I think I'm okay.
I mean, the great thing is that there are so many ways, Amber, there are so many ways to play those games that you missed now. And honestly, there's a lot of nostalgia when you play something when you're a kid, but now you actually get to,
Can I be a little louder? I will do my best. I'm kind of tired, so I'm not projecting as much as I should. I've also moved the microphone slightly, so maybe that'll help. I hope you will bear with me. It's inertial drift with airplanes. Oh no!
Hey Mitsukishi.
I don't know anything about inertial drift.
Yes, if you have an old local game store that sells old games, jump on it. If you don't, like, we don't have a local game store.
Not anymore, anyway. So, the one thing that I do know for certain about literally every Ace Combat game, except for Ace Combat Advance, is that the soundtracks absolutely slap. So I'm going to dial down the sound effects one notch, and I'm going to dial the BGM up one notch. We're going to listen to the music together. This looks like gamma and RGB balancing. I don't see an issue here. I'm just going to proceed through that.
Jams, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you for that. Looking forward to having you along with us for many future flights. Let's see. That looks about centered.
Interesting. It's kind of moving it on the screen.
What do you mean?
Like, move it around again.
Are you saying that the source is moving?
Yeah, like you can see on...
Oh my!
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll just do our best. There you go. Save in slot 1.
Yeah, it's pretty late for y'all over there, but thanks for stopping by.
I'm gonna overwrite this save file.
Jams loves some Ace Combat.
Same. Hard relates. Just start like the same. Okay. So when I was testing this, I was actually pretty anxious because I hit crashes very early in, and it turns out we have a cutscene. Okay, hang on. All right, behold
the
internet.
Text looks fine on our end.
Excellent.
先にニューコムが発表したサンドバリー砂漠で行われるバイオプラントでの公開実験への牽制が目的とみられており、この行動に対しユーピオのクラークソン代表が今日正式にゼネラルリソースへの移管。
So the little bit of context I've been able to, yeah, these are definitely fictional aircraft, those fucking things. The little bit of context I've been able to glean from the first mission of the game is that Newcom and the UPEO are like corporo states. They're giant mega corporations that are sort of engaged in like a mixed hot-cold war with each other. Yeah, see, here's a General Group commercial.
General Group.
To be honest, I'm wondering if Lancer, the skirmish tabletop game, takes a little bit of inspiration here, because General Group is a corporation in this game, and is initial GBS, and in Lancer, the sort of generic we make military hardware corporation is called General Massive Systems. So that's just sort of a connection I'm drawing.
A tragic fate.
I believe Reina Hirose is the person we're playing the role of.
She cannot survive 6 movements. She's allergic to sunlight.
That is a real thing. It's not,
yeah, I know.
It's not common. But man, it's unfortunate. Tell me about a research team. Oh, it said the thing. That's the subtitle of the game right there. Electrosphere. I've seen it. I've seen an orb. I can identify ball.
This is a long intro.
This is a very, very story-driven game, especially with comparison to the last two, where the first one was like, "You guys want to fly a plane?" And the second one was like, "Hell yeah, I want to fly a plane!" I mean, and I'm doing them a disservice. There was a story of sorts, but it was very bare bones. This is going way in the other direction. We've got a whole narrative established here.
2032 is much more future than I thought this would be.
Fair.
I can't go outside.
I mean, you could wear the spacesuit all the time and sweat a lot because it's groovy. Yeah, it turns out a suit that's designed to work in microgravity or null G doesn't worry so much about how much it actually weighs in those environments, because it, practically speaking, doesn't weigh a lot. Which means that if you're walking around in it, it's kind of hefty.
She is kind of major-ish, isn't she, from Ghost in the Shell?
Yeah, I'm seeing the comparison. They have sort of the dark hair with it framing the face.
Yeah.
Her features are a little softer than Major Kusanagi's, but there's a definite comparison there. Who's this butter? A coworker? a friend, the delivery boy, the delivery AI, the delivery brain in an Amazon drone.
My guess would probably be he's your wingman.
He is a pilot, so yeah, he will either be a tag-along or... Okay, apparently this guy is like our combat au pair.
Okay, don't copy Rina's maneuver, so you are not actually Rina.
Oh, I see. Well, there you go. So that does line up a little bit more. Often, it's interesting that in Ace Combat games that are narratively driven, a lot of the time you're not playing the role of the person narrating, or even somebody who's really directly related to them.
Yeah, you're more an observer of it. You're active in the story, but the story is happening around you. It
the narrative cross-section that's created within the story by the narrator is related to but distinct from the events that you affect, which is kind of neat. It allows you to do things like have
You're the hero, but you're not the protagonist.
Yeah. It allows you to have things like unreliable narration, while sometimes skirting the larger threat of plot hole. Every once in a while you get something that just doesn't really gel quite right in the narrative, but I mean, if I'm being honest, it's a video game anyway. Who gives a shit? Also, like, people play way worse in terms of story. So, for those playing the home game, I want to point out what caused me to crash. Search is exactly what it says on the tin. You can go on the Interbuts and read little articles about people. I believe 3 of these files will cause the game to crash because they're not fully patched. It should be Newcom Incorporated. I think it's Peekaboom, and one way down here, like maybe the Faith Park Dispute. But anyway, yeah. So don't touch those. Don't touch the stove. It's bad for you.
They don't exist, and if you try to open them, the game will crash.
Yeah, it shits the bed majorly. So watch out for that. The specific files that are bad are listed in the known issues part of the documentation for the patch. So just like read over the doc. But without further to-do, let's go ahead and get our briefing. Alright, so at 10 minutes before 8 a.m. local, Newcom is the Cold War is going hot. Okay, so the UPEO are like an NGO, maybe a paramilitary organization, and we are attempting to head this off before it becomes a large-scale conflict. Your first 2 aircraft are the Eurofighter Typhoon II and the MiG-33 Fulcrum SS. The reason that these have names that are not entirely in keeping with 20th century aircraft is that these are not 20th century aircraft. You can't tell from the models, but these planes do not have traditional transparent reinforced ballistic glass or similar material cockpit canopies. They are completely enclosed. I'm going to go ahead and go... I tried the MiG the first time I tested this, so we're going to do the Typhoon. Max flying into the abyss. I mean, we might. We might very well. Sometimes you do slam into the ground when you fly like a Chachi. Alright. We have awakened.
And yes, it is Chachi behind the wheel today. Yeah. He is the one who really loves the flying games.
It's true. One other interesting thing about the emulation of this game is that for some reason, in Ace Combat 2, they changed the controls so that your rudder was on the bumpers. Oh, I'm going to blow right by those escorts. Hey, no, you don't. I'm going to fight you. What was I saying?
Get back here.
Oh, yes. I was thinking about technology. So the rudders were on your bumpers, and the accelerator, the throttle was on you would right trigger for throttle up and left trigger for throttle down, respectively. In the first, this is a change from the first Ace Combat, aka Air Combat, where the throttle was on the bumpers and and your rudder was on the triggers. in Ace Combat 2, you could also remap those buttons to have them where you wanted. For some reason, Ace Combat 3 takes a step backward, puts the rudder and the accelerator back in their original positions, and then doesn't let you remap them again. It's very puzzling, if I have to be frank. But you know, that's what the power of emulation does. I was able to just go, hey, I've reversed the physical position of those buttons. Don't worry about it. Also, this UI is certainly a thing. I really like the way...
it's so busy.
If you notice, when I throttle up, the little, like, LP thing next to my airspeed, oh, I'm going to crash into the ground. Man, something about this particular aircraft feels a little bit logy. I'm kind of... There's some sort of dead zone when you pitch.
It's like Arma 1 on console. I'm not really familiar with the Arma series.
Why? Arma had some UI to start with. Okay, alright. This guy's above me. I'm gonna get him. Oh, I'm gonna eat you.
I'm coming for you. Slowly but surely.
Niagara Falls.
Got him.
Okay. I have harmed him.
Oh, someone's harming you.
No, I'm just stalling. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Well, these bombers are they're very unconventional. They look sort of alien.
Yeah, that's sort of what I thought about a lot of the planes that were in the opening trailer.
Yeah, this one goes real hard into like, hey, you remember the sort of fake planes we had in Loop 2 of Ace Combat 2? What if we just make a bunch of those? Which I appreciate. So we're gonna do our best. I'm taking my time because in these first missions you generally do not really have much of a time limit. I'm gonna blow right by this guy if I'm not careful. Okay, got it. And I think that this one probably still uses a credit-based system in order to acquire new aircraft. So I want to accumulate as much money as possible. Let's see if I can get close to this guy and take him out with my guns. Alright, come here, you. Alright. So this, the really neat thing, I'm going to go into third-person mode. One of the neat things that Ace Combat 3 does is it finally introduces the focus on target option. If you press and hold the button that allows you to change targets, you will instead focus your view on the present enemy that you have in your sights, which allows you to, you know, orient yourself around them and do dogfighting and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. And it even persists after you shoot them down, which means I can just sort of watch that guy all the way to the ground. We still have the Ace Combat 2 style replay where you're just seeing the last few seconds of the mission. In Ace Combat 4, this becomes a full recording of what you did. That
look at you going upside down.
Oh yeah. Sabrina, I'm going to tell you right now, I am putting on a convincing impression that I'm good at this video game. I'm not good at it, but boy do I love it.
Yeah, you've played most of them aside from like the PSP ones.
Correct. Like, I haven't played either of the ones on the PSP. I didn't play Assault Horizon because I saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
And I didn't play Infinity because I didn't want to whale in order to play Ace Combat. More fool me, apparently, because people really liked it, but shoot, I've played most of the rest of them. Yeah. Okay.
So like all the mainline ones, you've basically done all but this one.
They were expecting me to do that a lot faster, I think.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe, yeah. You always sort of run a calculus of you want to swat as many bogeys as possible versus finishing the mission quickly. I'm going to tell you right now, Lynx, I think you will have a blast. Ace Combat 7... to put it in context, I think it was something like 10 years between the last Ace Combat title that was a mainline story-driven game and 7, and I think it was something like 6 or 7 years between Infinity and 7. So hearing that announcement was sort of like getting the first gasp of air after being underwater for a little bit too long. It was...
We basically thought that the series was dead after Assault Horizon.
Yeah, Assault Horizon really shot it in the liver.
It was like they decided, hey, you know what we should do with this, fictional world, flying simulator game we've got? Put it in the real world. Throw in some helicopters.
Okay, so, Lynx, I appreciate the sentiment. I'm going to tell you right now, my project can eat shit. Stream as much Ace Combat as possible. Everybody stream Ace Combat. Do it. Do it. I abjure and command you to get your ass to Mars.
It's gonna be a while before we get to 7 in this, so go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going in order, so like just give the people what they want. And by the
we've
people,
got 4, 5, 6, 0, the 2 PSP ones.
Yeah.
And
I am also going to stream the 3DS one, but I'll probably do that as like a lanyap after I go through 7. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's an evolving thing. You looked a little puzzled there. Are you familiar with the word lanyap?
No, I'm not familiar with the word lanyap.
It is Creole slang for something extra.
Huh.
Well, I should say Cajun Creole slang. There are other Creoles besides the stuff you get in Louisiana.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Time for more anime.
Yes, it is. I should probably be paying attention, but I was just really excited about Ace Combat. Okay, so they're still doing some dialogue with each other.
It's a news report.
Yeah, but they're talking about talks between these organizations. So, ooh, I see. We've got some not very forward-thinking folks in the mix here.
Between Newcom and General Resource, so it sounds like it's actually companies fighting rather than
these are
continents.
Yeah, these are not real nations. These are just corporations that have so much money and power that they own land like nation states, and they're just gobbling up the world. And this is what happens when you get too big for the space you're in. If you stretch, you might bump someone.
No worries, Sabrina. We figured you were mouse.
Yeah, I chipped to that. We are happy to have you, and really pleased to see that you've come back to enjoy this with us. I don't think I've had to kick anybody out aside from like bots. So, you know, just have a nice chill time, and it'll be okay. I think the archive allows us to watch cutscenes. How do I get more aircraft? Is it under options? I'm gonna save. That was kind of a lot for a cutscene.
Wasn't it in like when you started? Oh, thank you, Sabrina.
That was the roster. I'm not sure how to.
Maybe they just give you more. Do you get money in this one?
I don't know. I didn't
see any money in the last one. You just got ranked.
They didn't mention it, so maybe they get drip fed to you over the course of the game, which would be interesting.
You do the stage, you get this plane. Well, check out mission, see if you got something.
I don't think I'm gonna, but at the very least I do have another aircraft I can use in order to keep things fresh. Alright.
Spooky October movie trailer ads.
Yeah, we're getting close to Halloween.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. That's when everybody puts
their
hats on.
That's the thing. Not everybody likes scary movie ads, though.
Oh, they're scary movie ads. Okay, I thought it was like get ready for the skeleton war.
No, like here's the horror movies.
So we mentioned this mostly by a retweet a couple of days ago when people rolled out their dumb shit new advertising method on Twitch. Fucking let me let you in on a secret. Watch us in Chrome, install uBlock Origin. Do not tolerate that crap. Block ads on our channel. If we ever get big enough for ad revenue to matter, it's still going to be a drop in the fucking bucket. So just don't deal with it. Go do it right now. Hell, just catch what you missed on the VOD. It'll be there.
Yeah. I actually saw somebody that we follow said that they had done a 12-hour stream with no less than 50 people in it, and they actually ran ads during it, several ads, every little while, and they got a grand total of 91 cents for it.
Yeah, somebody ran the numbers on what their channel got since January this year, and it was $1.93, I think. So, yeah, I mean, monetization, you do have to worry about that a little bit if you're planning on making a career out of this kind of thing, but at this point, we're not big enough to worry about that. And also, again, like, it just does not matter for the grand majority of streamers. Now, Frost is doing well. $1 a month ain't bad.
Yeah.
Still, like, that's by comparison. There's another aircraft near me, and I want to fight it with aha!
Found you.
Well, I think he found me. Yeah, he's gonna go for it. This is an interesting guy. It reminds me of the double hull aircraft you got in, like, the Second World War sometimes. Did I get him?
Yeah, I did see that clip.
Eric has close to gun range.
Although I was sort of wondering about that because it was sort of strange how his camera stayed on while the screen changed, but I'm guessing it was probably just how he had it set up. Like he was capturing the twitch of the Sony announcements.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I do not like the idea of Sam's hanging around my business, so we're gonna go ahead and clean those up. Because otherwise they do that. Don't like it.
Yeah, Frost, how did you capture that? I was hanging out on Frost's channel while it was going on.
Aha, that makes sense. Let's see.
You know, I'm curious. I know there's going to be games that I'm not really interested in. Okay, so it is capturing the Twitch thing, so that is indeed how it works. I've never actually tried to stream a presentation, so I've never actually thought about how you capture that.
You're on the radar. I'm just casually flying upside down and looking at my radar. This is the kind of stuff that Ace Combat does to you. No sane pilot would do this. The disconnect of physical, visceral threat from the events of the game makes you just do dumb stuff, which I guess is part of the appeal. See, there's a good view of our cockpit. It's closed in, solid.
This is an SU-27?
I think it's based on an SU-27. It's like a fake one, but I think that's the. I think that's.
Yeah,
the
Arena's in a 37, so.
This might be a 37. I don't know. The thing about a lot of the 20th century, like the late 20th century Sukhoi line, is that they all have pretty similar profiles, because, like, oh, the target is updated. What was I saying?
That would be a really long time, Frost.
Yeah.
That is not the primary earning force for streamers. And, like, I get, okay, you know, Twitch needs to get money to keep their servers and things going.
They don't. But, it's Amazon. They got more money than God.
Just, hey, you know what? Bezos can take a single, day's worth of earnings hit and supply Twitch for a year, probably.
If he sunk $1 billion every 6 months into Twitch, he still wouldn't run out of money until he was dead.
Yeah.
That's just Twitch. That's how wealthy the guy is. It does not. Whoa! This aircraft's kind of got a thick booty. There's a little bit of inertia there. I thought I was going to crash.
Be careful. We have seen that other games in this line will crash you at the end.
Oh, that's true. When you finish the mission, it's doing the replay. You can slam into stuff. What am I doing? Look at this replay. What the hell am I doing?
I think that's when you were like, I'm just flying upside down. What does electrosphere mean?
I haven't got a fucking clue. If I had to guess, it may relate to... there were a bunch of images of satellites and whatnot in the opening cutscene, so I'm thinking possibly Electrosphere is a reference to maybe the electromagnetic envelope.
Sarf.
What the hell's Sarf?
Apparently that's our group. Sarf. Oh, much better performance this time.
Yeah. I guess that's what it was. I didn't fly upside down at Mach 2 enough in the first mission.
You didn't showboat enough.
I need to wear some more paint off the belly of my plane. Ugh. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like those AA vehicles. Don't like it.
Nope. I'm trying to dogfight my plane is dummy thick.
My afterburners keep scoring big lines in the turf.
Special Aviation Squadron SARP. Apparently an Ace Combat Universe is part of the computer network on the continent, so it's basically the internet.
Okay, thank you, Frost. I was gonna go like, I wonder if it means like a scientific definition of the electromagnetic resistance sphere that's created by the aggregate satellite population of the orbit.
Like, we could look it up on the search function, but isn't that one of the ones that's broken?
That is incredibly timed. I just noticed that Lynx is like, what if the internet is the electrosphere? And then he goes, I was fucking kidding. Honestly, Sabrina, same all the time. It's really surreal sometimes to be as into like things that kill people and do a war crime, but it doesn't have to be that way. You could very easily use all this stuff for completely peaceable purposes. It'd be kind of wasteful because like you use a lot of resources on a single fighter jet, but it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
But hell, like you can pry my love out of military hardware out of my cold dead hands.
Can't believe this game called me out on shit posting 21 years ago.
Yeah, it turns out maybe you know how Kojima games are sometimes weirdly prescient? Maybe Hideo walked by and had a conversation with somebody, and they went, that guy's a fucking lunatic. Where did all this stuff that I wrote down come from? They just went into a fugue state and had to be committed. Because Kojima, not a genius, he just throws a bunch of shit at the wall and some of it sticks.
So, 2 attack fighters delivered to UPO headquarters, seen as a response to the Nun request to increase military strength after the violent breakout at Faith Park. Has been raised.
Do I need to scroll this down?
Yes, you need to do something.
Oh. So, gosh, here I am just waiting for the thing to autoplay.
Brilliant military hours against its own original goal of peacekeeping.
Okay. That's not an invalid criticism.
The group is called Nun. Of course, they're originally peacekeepers, but you give them a ruler.
Nun peacekeeper left fighter. This doesn't scan so well. Nun pizza left beef is a little bit more punchy than all that.
Yeah. Also, what you said kind of makes sense with the proper punctuation.
Yeah. Actually, Nun peacekeeper left beef makes sense because beef is slang for like a problem, a fight. Hence, like the phrase beef or chicken.
You only know that because of that horrible Gremlin comic.
And people learn about things some ways.
Yes.
Like, again, I'm going to out myself as a huge nerd here, but I learned about the Angkor Wat complex from Illusion of Gaia on the Super Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah, the game taught me a little bit about geography. Abyssal Disian? What?
That is a hell of a name!
This is when
what?
people. So this is when like the weird, like sort of central United States trend of naming somebody a name with too many Y's dies out, and people are like, I'm gonna name myself like asterisk SR71.
I'm sort of weirded out by that straight line sort of in the middle of the continent here.
So like, this is what happens when you abstract your shorelines out into hexagons. Is like, that's probably not actually a straight line, but you don't have enough fidelity with all these black six-sided objects to like get all the little greebly bits along the coastlines. Probably a bunch of fjords and things. Lynx, you missed the name Abyssal Dision, or maybe Dision?
Dision.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, sis.
Yep.
That's a very... Jesus, alright. Let's keep it moving.
Abyssal Dision is some sort of ace somewhere.
So we got...
That is absolutely a Lancer name.
I call myself Die Hardman, Hot Coldman, Skullface!
Taserface!
No, not that one. Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was so good.
Oh, you were right. We just got new ones. So we have a...
I bet you probably get them depending on how well you do on the missions.
That might be. So we have a F-16 upgrade and an F-18 upgrade. Boy, both. We're just gonna go in sequence, and I'll probably start barking on something that I like. But maybe F-18 looks pretty cool. Oh, we can change. Okay, so let's see. This shoots slower, does more damage, but has shorter range than the standard Vulcan.
Armor normal.
Let's see, we have AGMs or short-range missiles. Can I change? Is this the Ace Combat that introduced special weapons? Interesting. Sure, let's try. This is either going to go great or it's going to go terribly. Because if these missiles can't target enemy airplanes, I might be in trouble. Oh, the mission is Antarctica. Oh, here he is. Hello.
Oh, he's on your side.
Yay! Alright.
His name's... Oh, okay, no,
so
Keith is someone else.
So the D-pad is just for, like, panning the camera around. How do I change special weapons? Am I just screwed? Oh, I'm supposed to follow him. Okay.
I did not see the Undertale concert, but I heard that it was really good.
I'm just gonna follow you around. Dude, we're at like 8,000 feet. I'm not gonna crash.
I'm very happy for Undertale's fifth birthday.
Yeah, congratulations to the tale of Under.
Try harder to slam into me.
I have no idea. Oh, okay. That's Dision, the guy with the gray hair. The other dude is
Keith.
So Keith is. Monkey see, monkey do. There we go.
You were 8,000 feet.
Yep, it's fine. Don't worry about it. There you are. I'm gonna get you. Oh, you come back here. Okay, so the blue means I'm in proximity to him, which I think I want. So...
Ooh, he's very far away.
It's like a little bit over a kilometer away. That's pretty close in aircraft terms.
You covered that pretty quickly.
Correct. Whoops.
Okay.
So... Okay, here I go.
So... Use your guns. It's sort of strange to be doing a training mission now.
Yeah. Like I'm 2 missions in. What are you doing? Okay, so I need to use my guns, because these are guns. Oh, nice! They give you the gun sight in third-person mode. Finally.
Ooh, very nice.
Finally.
You play a lot of instruments, don't you, Sabrina? You were saying in Discord that you learned that Radiohead song with every instrument.
Okay, I can shoot these towers. Good. There it is. Oh, I missed one. Oh, yep, I was looking at the wrong side of my cane.
That is really impressive. If you count vocals, I can play 5 in total.
Ah, a musical polyglot. Yeah, people think that the drums are easy because you don't want to work. You just want to bang on the drum all day. But like, coordinating all 4 of your limbs to do different things is tricky sometimes. Yeah, I did it. Whoa.
Yay!
Yeah. Uh-oh. Something else is happening.
Uh-oh. Dispersing chemicals?
What sort of chemicals?
Destroy the airdropped containers.
Huh. Usually they make you get through about like a third of the game before you do this.
Dragonflies.
Oh boy. Okay, well we got containers. Weapon touchdown. Let's see.
I guess you just gotta shoot them out of the sky.
No. Alright, I'll shoot at the guy as I pass. Come on! There we go. Okay, so can I shoot the bomber? Maybe. Yes.
The important thing is to get the,
Yeah, I gotta do something about those containers. Hopefully they're... I don't think I'm reaching my service ceiling. I think I'm just not accelerating enough. Where are the boxes?
above you, probably.
They're still... No, that's a... Where...
Below? Okay,
there
there they are.
They're still fairly high
The most
up.
dangerous chemical of all, dihydrogen monoxide.
Oh no! I gotta lay on the throttle a little hard. They're still too high, that's weird.
Probably giving you a chance to do some dogfighting and take out the plane before they're,
Yeah. Surprisingly polite, but then again it is mission 3, so that makes sense. Alright, take this. Okay, I got him.
Nice.
Alright.
How's that for you, Keith?
I still think these are too high of an altitude for me to get, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, you're getting close enough that,
Okay, good. Yep, they're within attack range, so now we just sort of do our best. Oh. And
very nice.
we'll come around.
100% of people who have died have had dihydrogen monoxide exposure.
The one thing, I'm not very good at chemistry, so I don't remember if this is the case, but I'm pretty sure that H2O is not said dihydrogen monoxide if you're using like very official sounding chemical names. What's that white dot on my radar? Who is that? Who is that? Who gets a
We'll never
spanking?
know. Oh no, I just absorbed something right now. Yeah,
My
make sure
God.
to take a break and get your dihydrogen monoxide.
Huh. I wonder who that was. Okay, so it was something nasty that they were dispersing.
I just absorbed some rum. That's basically the only alcohol that I really don't hate the taste of.
Because we cut it with Coke.
Yeah. Berg. I did some experimental Berg today.
Mm-hmm. What if you put Berg in a pocket?
Yeah. They took a... You know, one of those perforated crescent rolls that you get, and instead of tearing it into the various crescent rolls, you cut it into... You tear it into fours and pinch the diagonals together, and then wrap it around ground beef that's been flavored with ketchup, mustard, and Worcestershire, and, you know, seasoning, spices of choice, some cheese, and I put in some pickles, some chopped pickles, and chopped tomatoes. Wrap it all up, pop it in the oven for a little bit. Technically, it is oxidane or dihydrogen oxide.
That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, sis.
Yes. It was really good.
Yeah.
I've also found crescent rolls, like Pillsbury crescent rolls, that are sweet Hawaiian flavored. So they taste like Hawaiian bread, and they're really good.
Hot Pockets were good, yes. Oh yeah, dihydrogen dioxide is nasty stuff, if I remember right.
Yeah, there's a whole joke about, you know, I'll have H2O2, and then... One got water, the other died. So I prefer the version of the joke that goes, you know, two chemists walk into a bar. One orders H2O, the other says, I'll have an H2O, H2O2, or H2O as well, because he's not stupid. Pulled pork burger with wedges, coleslaw, and a salad. That sounds amazing.
Oh dear, you've got the itis.
Dihydrogen monoxide, if exposed to elemental sodium, can cause a violent explosion.
Yeah, everything down the sodium, potassium, etc. line is extremely reactive with water. After a point, you can't store it, safely in like just a regular container with air in it, because the residual water in the air can cause it to explode. You have to put in oil. That's like an edge case, though. I don't think it's like super likely to happen, but it is pretty cool to, for example, like you can, I think it's lithium, where like you can take a knife and just sort of slice a block of lithium and just watch it oxidize in real time because of how fast it does.
Mission Paper Tiger on Rocky Is.
The Rocky Islands.
Rocky Is.
Next we'll be going to Balboa Sound.
Also, I appreciate that we've got both food talk and chemistry talk going on in chat.
Oh yeah. We have a diverse crew. Oh, it's a naval fleet.
We have not played any Cook Serve Delicious. I tend to get stressed out by multiplayer cooking games or like cooking on a timer things. Sis, however, loves Cook Serve Delicious.
We have an aircraft carrier. Okay. So still have the F-16. I'm probably gonna go with the Hornet again because this is a carrier-based fighter, and it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of attacking. So, how do I ground a missile? I feel like I should look this up. I don't have a game manual in front of me, unfortunately. My copy of Ace Combat 3 is way over there somewhere.
We do have a copy. Just not this version, because as we said at the beginning, the international release is like a fraction of the game.
Let's see.
I'm glad you are enjoying it. Sabrina. Said to Sabrina.
Okay. Now, let's see here. Toggle analog mode, toggle first person, fire missile slug weapons.
I probably enjoy the Cooking Mama series more than I should.
Huh. Okay. Apparently it doesn't matter. So there's no special weapons, these are just like a flavor of missile. So it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Behold Mission 4. I don't know if I like the name Data Swallow, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
I mean, like, I understand the concept of ingesting data. It's a thing that you do, but don't care for that.
Yeah.
So the neutral targets are blameless and therefore will not be harmed by me intentionally. Hello. Oh, you dinged my paint job. Nope, that was a terrible shot. Okay, I'm gonna get you. Where are you? Oh, we're very close. We're dancing cheek to cheek. He's gonna come down right behind me. So we'll just not do that. Nope. Too close. Still getting a feel for exactly how fast this jet is. Now you're done. Yep. Alright, you, my ground-bound friend, are getting on my nerves. You know, I see a red thing, and I want to fight it. So I'm gonna fight it. Take this. Got him. Yeah, this is more responsive. Okay. Hello. Yeah, the Ace Combat 3 soundtrack is much less, like, sort of rocky, and it feels a little bit sort of... It's computers, isn't it? Like, it's kind of electro-techno or something like that. I'm in a Rogue Squadron mission now. Oh, no. Ah! Gotta be a little bit more careful. The ground-to-air fire is both threatening in this game. I think I missed. I have to come back around from the pass. Yeah, trance, that's what I'm thinking of. That's the word. I do like the way they animated the little air brake and whatnot on the rear of the plane. That's a cool touch. Fight a plane. There you are. Hey, don't untarget him. Don't untarget him. What? Who's talking to me? The whole fleet has entered the dock. And? Who cares? I gotta shoot this guy. Get off my back. That should be... Okay, I got him with one, but not the other. So... You are really... You really thought, huh? Okay. And... What? I have nice missiles, but not nice damage. My goodness. Yeah, okay, so you can't treat air-to-ground, or excuse me, ground-to-air fire with contempt like you could in Ace Combat 2. You gotta actually, respect your enemies. The missiles aren't nice anymore. Hello, cheeky breaky. But where are you going? Where are you going, missile?
Away. This was on PS1, I believe.
Yes, this is the last of the Ace Combat games to be released for the PSX. Ace Combat 4 was released on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, it does look pretty good. And it feels okay. There's a much greater sensation of mass to the aircraft in this game than there were in Ace Combat 2. 2 felt a little lighter than air at times. Yes, Frost, you are correct. Ace Combat 4, 5, and 0, known to some as the Holy Trinity, are all PlayStation 2 games.
Exactly. 6 is 360, 7 is current gen. And there's a remake of 2 on the 3DS.
Yes, and then there are 2
Rest
titles.
in peace, DS.
Yeah, there are 2 titles on the PlayStation Portable.
Yeah, if you hadn't heard today, the 3DS line has been officially laid to rest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they shut down the production on them.
Man, fucked up that they still haven't managed to get a better game than Kid Icarus Uprising on that system.
But that means that the Switch is now officially the only Nintendo system being made.
Well, support. Oh yeah, that's not gonna make any more too. Hopefully they do things like support the hardware, like if your speakers, if you get a Lemon or something.
They've supported their hardware for generations. I can't imagine they wouldn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting full replacements is going to be difficult.
Be good to your hardware. Respect others. Are we... What the hell are you guys babbling about? I started thinking about Kid Icarus. What did I miss? Are you guys doing a politics? Oh Jesus, we're doing a politics. I'm at 83% damage. I'm too tired for that. Oh, I see. I have a choice. I can either join. I can either join Decion, or I can stay on my.
Oh, Lynx, okay. my fingers are really crossed for you.
So, all right. Well, I guess I've made the choice. Is I'm not joining.
What was your choice?
I don't know. They wanted me to either stay with my current organization or follow Decion back and join General.
Meh.
Alright.
Why should I stick with someone who named himself Abyssal Decion?
Now this is a nice, easily digestible.
Yeah, this is a pretty good.
This is a good guide. Let's see. I need to
slow down.
Believe me, I am laying. Oh, I'm dead. Goodbye. I keep forgetting these aircrafts have got fat butts.
Oh, that's really cool, CB.
Oh, do I get to try again?
Yeah, seems like.
Interesting. Okay, well. Yeah, Nest Top Gun. That is the one that it's hard to land in. Okay, so what we'll do is...
It always takes a little bit to get used to it. Like,
so I think what I've dialed this in. You don't want to go through the triangles. You kind of want to drive along the top of the triangles.
Like, the triangles are where your feet should be.
Yeah. No. Pull up. Okay. This is looking...
3DS modder in the UK. Interesting.
I'm pulling up as hard as I fucking... Oh, there we go. Was slightly distressing.
Apparently there aren't many. I don't really understand performance.
Well, I think you probably lose a rank for slamming into the side of the carrier.
But they don't really give you an idea of, like, how they're grading it.
Yeah. More metrics than you shot down this many of this would be nice. Like,
yeah,
what
it's
is
like
that worth?
In all of the, like, the Devil May Cries and Metal Gear Rising and Bayonetta, they'll grade each point that's graded and then give you the average of that. And this is like, okay, you're showing us numbers. We don't know what that means. Like, okay, we killed 3 out of how many of those? Were there more that I should have killed? Do I need to have done it faster? How are you ranking me? Well, thanks for coming, Sabrina. Great to see you again.
Yeah, appreciate you hanging out, Mouse. Alright. So, do I get cool toys for remaining loyal?
The interesting thing is that implies that there's various other storylines you can take.
Yeah, branching paths again.
Maybe that's where all of those, the cut storylines that you were talking about come from?
Correct. The mission structure in the international version is... Excuse me, not the international version, but like the UK... Well... Yeah, the international version is the Japanese version. The version that we in the UK got, it's a straight line. There's no branches. From what I recall, anyway. Save. This is a fairly brisk pace we're keeping up. We've done 5 missions and it's not even 8 o'clock.
They're very short missions, yeah. I imagine they'll get longer though.
Once you get to Ace Combat 6, some missions are like an endurance match.
Ooh.
That was
there were some in there were some in the last one as well.
Well, I mean, those were at the very end of the game. 6, it was like, yep, we're gonna give you multiple engagement theaters in like mission 3. Which was fine because they also gave you the support system, which is like, hey, hold up on the D-pad to make everybody in your army really fucking angry. So much fun. I need to figure out how I can stream Ace Combat 6. If our Xbox still works, we can use it with the capture card, but...
We haven't used it in years.
Yeah, I mean, zero maintenance is less hard on consumer electronics than it is on, like, cars, but it's still a thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. If I had bought if I had bought the Xbox version of Ace Combat 7, I could have gotten a port of Ace Combat 6 with it. But that would require me to get an Xbox, and after the 360, no, you couldn't pay me for one. Alright. Next mission.
In spite of a ceasefire.
Oh boy.
So I'm guessing we are with Newcom?
I think Newcom is contracting us, but I don't think we're actually part of Newcom. I think we're the part of the UPEO organization or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, so have we got new... We do not have any new aircraft yet, so we'll go ahead and take the F-16 out, because the Hornet has had plenty of time. Now, let's see. The heavy machine gun, or Vulcan. We got... so not a lot of variety here. Let's pick heavy machine gun. Let's knife fight. Holy... Okay. Heavy machine gun. Alright, I know you're up there. Where are you? Are you riding high? Are you coming in low? Ah.
Directly at level.
Right about on par. Am I chasing them? I figured they'd be coming at us head on.
To maintain the ceasefire that the enemy is actively violating, avoid engaging the enemy.
Nope. Don't ask me to do an impression of Coronet, or however you say her name. I can't hit that register.
I don't think I can hit that register.
I'm sure you could, but like, you have to kind of... My missiles got all goofy. I wonder if they have countermeasures.
Heavy machine gun.
Yeah, it's close. You have to do like more extremely affected sort of kitty baby volume, but whatever, you'll figure it out.
And also very high-pitched scream.
Yeah. Oh, they tried to rope the dope.
Try.
They didn't rope me, but they certainly foiled my firing solutions, so let's... Okay, he turned away, which means I can try to circle back around behind him. They're really engaging in some good teamwork. Gotta get you. Quick, snap a photo. That, of course, is a reference to Top Gun, the world's greatest beach volleyball movie, because it's got fighter jets in it. You are very persistent for a non-target fighter. Oops, stalling again. Let's see, keep an eye on that altimeter. Yeah, I think I'm not doing all the Yeehaw Steve day. Oh, no. It's ticking back up now. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Load! There we go. I don't think I'm gonna hit. Well, yes, okay. Oops. Hello, goodbye. He's trying to... Yep. He slammed on his air brake to get behind me. Let's see if I can try to do the same. Is he? Are you still chasing me? What are you doing? Hello? I can't see through my plane. What are you doing? Yeah, we're just sort of grappling with each other right now. Okay. This, I think that this particular track appears in other Ace Combat games. It feels, I want to say that it might be a remix of an Ace Combat 2 song. Ah, finally, a hammed burger for Link's Winters. Ooh, they've got F-15s. Oh my. That's a problem.
Give me your plane.
In the real world, the F-15 has the best track record of any aircraft ever. I think like 3 of them have been shot down in the entire history of the craft.
Wow.
Which gives them something like 175 to 1 KDR.
Jesus.
The F-15 is such a strong... Oh, wow, Decion brought an F-22. Fucking... Alright, way to flaunt it. Like, in the real world, an F-15 lost a wing during a training exercise or something and managed to land. Like a whole-ass wing. You just lost part of your fucking plane.
God damn.
It's an extremely good airframe and didn't need to be replaced. Which is why somebody went, hey, we should spend $1 trillion replacing it. Okay, got him before I stalled. Now where... Huh. Decion just sort of came and went. Was I supposed to try to shoot him down? Well, questions for later.
Yeah.
Well, clearly we're going to do at least one more playthrough of this, so...
Yeah.
We did it. Eddie, spoilers.
そうやってどっちも自分が可愛いからこっそりいろいろやるのに外面の平和を守ってる俺たちみたいな組織が必要だってこと。
Okay, so we are in the unfortunate position of being a third-party peacekeeping force. So both of these armies hate us.
Great. Quote-unquote peacekeeping.
Yeah. The other frustrating thing about the F-35 project is that it's another justification for those dumb shit tiny aircraft carriers the Marines have. And because they wanted it to be able to land on Marine carriers, it had to have VTOL capability. Never mind that we've never turned out a VTOL aircraft that is both effective and doesn't just slam into shit constantly. Like the Harrier, dog shit. It looks great in like, hey look, it's taking off, and then it very carefully and slowly flies away, but it doesn't, it's nothing special as far as an airframe is concerned. It's mostly good for melting asphalt because the jet's really hot. That was the thing that they had to figure out, is how to not burn holes in the decks of their friggin' aircraft carriers, the idiots. And look at the, what is that troop carrier of theirs? The V-22 Osprey. That thing has killed more Marines than enemy action has.
Ooh.
So, like, and yet. And yet. Am I telling you the true lies lied about the Harrier? Bitch, I might be. So Reyna's gonna be our wingman. This looks like it might be a canyon run. Tell me about the mission today.
That does look like canyon run.
Oh boy, it certainly is. Okay. We must chase this future F-117. I don't know, I could rant for probably a solid hour about how much I hate the F-35 project, but let's focus on things that are nice instead of things that are not nice. Okay, so do we have any new... We do.
Oh, okay, so good. That means it's
interesting. We've been given a Delphinus. I sort of figured that would be something we'd have to beat the game for. Interesting. So that's a multi-year... Oh, we got the goofy plane.
They're both kind of goofy.
I want to fly the really goofy plane first.
Man, mobility and power is not good, but...
The Sterozoa. Yeah, and Eddie perks up because the Delphinus is... That's the name of the battleship that you get in sort of... It's like the last big thing you get in Skies of Arcadia when the game really opens up.
You know, I've never seen True Lies.
Boy, True Lies is a damn thing. It's definitely an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, I'll say that.
I've been gaining more respect for Arnold as an actor the more movies of his that I've seen. He really seems to have fun with what he did.
So we got Merv ordinance. Interesting. Do I Merv or do I grab? We haven't used Mervs yet, so let's do that. MERV is an acronym meaning Multiple Independent Reentry Vehicle. Not sure why... Oh, this looks cool!
God, look at this thing!
This looks cool!
It's so dumb!
You hush, it's awesome. I'm gonna fly it.
It does not look very aerodynamic.
What are you talking about? It's fine. Well, look at all those lifting surfaces. I see you. Oh, I'm targeting Reyna right now. Okay, well...
So are you supposed to take... Okay, neutral target, so you're not supposed to take it out.
Yeah, don't shoot it down, just follow it.
You've seen this place.
Okay, and?
With someone.
What do you mean with someone? Did you fly out here on a date?
I mean... Looks like an early attempt at a Predator drone. I can see it.
You know, I'm sort of wondering if the reflection on the water is not just like...
I present you our new plane, the Homer!
Oh my god.
She's got the anime amnesia.
The anime amnesia. Viewers will no longer see mid-rolls. I'm fucking astonished.
Yeah, that lasted all of 2 days.
Alright, which way are you going, mister? Oh, he tried to fool me.
Ooh. Giving you the alley-oop.
You tried the jukey schmooky, but you failed to realize that I can juke and schmook.
Like, okay, ads on a TV show are fine, because you can pause the TV show to do the ads. You don't get that option in a live stream. Surprise, it's live.
It's almost like one of the things that people value about formats like YouTube and Twitch once upon a time is that they weren't really fucking commercials. Yeah, all of a sudden people started blocking ads like crazy. And you know what? Honestly, you probably still should.
Yeah. So much malware gets mixed in with ads.
Granted, I haven't heard of any malware.
Oh, he's doing it again.
You really thought?
Oh.
Did I shoot him by accident?
Yes,
I might have
did.
shot him by accident.
You totally shot him.
Well, then let that be a warning to you. Oh, now you're slowing down.
I wonder if someone from Sony phoned Jeff Bezos and went, "What the fuck did you do to our presentation?"
And Bezos went, whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Like, really? Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, there were probably some complaints from Sony about that.
Okay, sticking to this path and accelerating. I really think that they probably just modeled the canyon walls all the way down to simulate a reflection, and they just have like a damaged box on the water with a texture on it to look like moving liquid.
Oh, it looks like there's a reflection on a plane in front of you, though.
Yeah, I think what that probably means is that they have another plane flying the exact same pattern under it. They do a lot of really neat things to simulate stuff like reflections.
Yeah.
Where did the scout craft go? Also, I flew really low all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I may fight back if attacked.
It's sort of like the guy with the train head then in what's it, Half-Life?
The tram head is from Fallout New Vegas.
Fallout. Yeah.
And that was because they had to work with Bethesda's dogshit Gamebryo engine, and they were like, how do we make this work? Well, we don't. We'll just cheat. Oh, mission accomplished. Lucky me.
Headline, Twitch introduces mid-roll ads. Headline the next day, Raspberry Pi sold out everywhere. I don't really understand Raspberry Pis. Like, they seem to do...
The whole idea is that it's an extremely lightweight programmable platform, so you can use them for a lot of things. Like, technically you can use a Raspberry Pi to run an ad blocker server for your mobile phone. That's how you get good ad block on your mobile phone, is you set up a little bitty server, and then you just have that do the work instead of your phone. I should have tried to kill more of them. Oh well.
Well, you did pretty well.
Yeah, I gotta pee. It's okay. Maybe next mission I'll fly the dolphin plane.
Yeah, Bezos is definitely guillotiningly rich, but also Sony is very powerful, and you do not want to make them mad. Especially when they're trying to sell their brand new system.
I actually have a Raspberry Pi sitting around somewhere. My brother got me one for Christmas a year or two back. I should do something with it. I just don't know what. Like, I don't... maybe as like a dedicated retro box? I don't know, but like our current stream setup has enough space.
Yeah, that's sort
to
of
be a
thing.
general purpose. I mean, I don't know. It requires somebody smart to use it is the thing, and like,
oh honey,
I'm not very clever.
You are fine.
In some ways, I'm sort of like an idiot savant. Like, I just very casually flew within about 20 feet of the surface of the water there, just because I was busy, like, thinking about stuff and just casually derping the plane around. Now, if you asked me to, for example, remember what I had for lunch last week? I don't know.
Testing.
July 21st.
Testing?
2032.
Whoa.
Location. General Resource.
Experimentation.
Joe Development Facility.
This is a lot of internet. Is this voiceover in English? Because it ain't subtitled.
これから話すこととお願いは聞いた後にあなたが賛成してくれてももしも反対したとしても何も尋ねないで
Ask me no questions and don't tell anyone. I'm going to tell you a thing and you keep your mouth shut.
とても都合のいい話なのは自分でも分かっていますでも
Would you just spit it out already?
それでも
God.
頼める人も相談できる人
There's a
も
whole lot of not flying planes going on in this conversation.
They gotta get their anime.
Yeah.
She's the cold person who is opening up to you, but it's so hard.
I don't care. Other Ace Combat games do
The
this.
Night Raven.
それを探しに行きたいんです
So, fine. Open up a browser window and search for it. Get off my back. I want to fly planes. I'm here to go very fast. Oh, thank God, there's a progress bar. I just realized that's what that is. She's gonna shut up soon.
Interesting. So it's a recording.
I guess so, yeah. It's a video message. So we're playing hooky? Looks like I don't have a choice.
Yep.
It says no clearance.
I'd like you to come with me. Translation, you're coming with me.
Oh, we're being cheeky. Okay, so... time for this.
I guess at some point we just ought to look up what can you do with a Raspberry Pi and look over the options and pick something out.
Yeah. Really, the one that we have is probably the most useful for the thing CB is talking about, which is connecting to a Plex server, the whole thing. Our media, and that way we can sort of have it in one nice spot. No variety of armaments on the Delphinus, which is fine. It's lightly armored, so we do have to exercise caution. And it does not have a long-range cannon, so we gotta get close for guns. Do I get to take off?
Cleared for takeoff.
It's takeoff. It's not that complicated. Landing is the hard part. Oh wow, I barely even noticed this thing accelerated. It was all like, oh wow, this thing is speedy. Sorry, that's what I meant. Is the pie is like the bridge. Oh gosh, we're getting dragged into some conflict. Yeah, that is a good point. How did we... I think maybe cleared for takeoff is just like a generic message or something, but if they actually... Boy, that looks cool. Look at the afterburners on this thing.
Oh, man.
They've got that, like, fake pulsing string of pearls thing going on. That's cool. Where baddies? I'm gonna get them.
What are we shooting?
Ooh, this thing is nimble. Holy smokes.
Very agile.
Oh, boy. I like it, don't think... Hello? Did... What?
What happened?
What happened? I guess maybe I failed the mission?
What happened?
What? It didn't say mission failed.
We made a story decision.
Oh, I hauled ass away from her and the mission ended. I guess I made a choice. And my choice was, fuck off, nerd, I want to fly.
My choice was, look how cool this plane is!
Yeah. Okay, so it's an airship. I thought it was a submarine. You filled a balloon with a WMD.
We prepared a wonderful present for any season. You think any of them are going to go, maybe we're the baddies?
Who is broadcasting this message? It sounds like it's some other actor we haven't seen yet. Yeah, this seems like it's some sort of terrorist action, which may or may not be sanctioned by one of the corporate states. Yeah, fuck people who try to understand us. We're gonna give you SARS. What? Well, not SARS, that's viral. Anthrax. Oh my god, get to the point. Enough. Okay, fragile cargo. I'm gonna have to read the briefing on this one. So don't blow it up. Maybe I have to tow it somewhere? Make it land on the water. How do I do that? Wait, what? I'm playing Blast Corps now? Oh, okay. It's a weird flex, considering that was, like, on a completely different console. Yeah, I don't get Commander's decision either. You know, the real power move here would be to get this thing with our tail hook and just drag it away.
Engage.
Okay, so I think that's okay. That's the airship. We need to not make it bump into anything. So we gotta knock this building down. Boy, that's a big chimney you got orbiting.
This is an interesting mission.
Woo! What? What? Okay.
Okay, so you don't get damaged by the things falling on you.
I really thought that I was about to get my ass kicked.
I mean, it would be funny to just see the plane go plonk straight down.
That does happen in later games, as a matter of fact. In Ace Combat 7, you can even use buildings as a weapon in some maps.
Nice.
So that's not a target? Okay. Where is the next thing to blow up? Oh, there it is. Oh dear, oh dear. I gotta get this building out of the way. I think I got some time. The airship doesn't seem to be particularly speedy. Turn! There we go.
Nice move.
This is a sturdy chimney. Okay, it's closing in. Probably not going to get too many more chances of this. Just don't smack it before. Oh my god! I know I have material evidence that it doesn't matter, but it still made me a bit frightened. Okay. Let's get a little bit of a lead on the airship.
I'm guessing your partners are trying to carry it down to the ground.
I have no idea how they're going to manage that, to be honest. Yep, if this was a more contemporary game, I would be dead twice over now. Bad chimney? Yes, you are. I don't feel good about what I just said. That's a thing that you would hear in Yakuza 0. Ooh.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here waiting for Yakuza 7. I have got it pre-ordered, and you can bet that it will be getting streamed as soon as it comes out.
Oh boy. Ooh. Wait, where's the next thing to explode?
Look for...
Oh. Oh, piss. Really no way out of that one. I wish that the targets would pop up a little more quickly.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll try again. Okay.
Engage.
I'm sort of wondering how much Yakuza 7 relies on the storytelling from the other 6 games. Well, 7, excuse me.
Allegedly, it will have, Kiryu and company as, like...
They're like guest stars. They're not major fixtures in the story like the first 7 games.
It's one of the first times going completely,
I think this was the next one I had to take out.
Guest stars and summons, yes.
This time, just don't bash into the building. It'll be fine. Okay.
I'm really excited to see more of the summons, because so far what I've seen is absolutely hilarious. I really don't know anything about the others other than Yakuza 0. I've seen the beginning of Kiwami, and I think part of the beginning of either 2 or 3. But everyone plays 0.
It was the new hotness for quite some time.
And now I'm guessing it's not becoming a target until
the airship gets to a certain point.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain in the neck if I'm being honest, but we'll work on it.
But
the cruise speed on this is very high.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's in kilometers per hour, so it's not actually that fast.
Yeah, aside from late minigame disco dancing, Yakuza 0 seems excellent.
Fucking discotheque minigame can eat a bag of hell. You good?
Yeah, we're good. My screen went down, but the stream in general is doing fine.
Blame it on the rain.
Yep.
Okay, I'm getting it.
Sometimes Twitch just goes, network what?
It gets pooped. we've taken out every obstacle in its way?
Taking out all those chimneys.
Oh, there's something else it doesn't like. What is this? What are you mad about? Oh, don't make me knock down the bridge, you idiots! Damn, get a helicopter out here with a big stick or something.
Poke, poke.
Yeah, just push the thing off the fucking path. It's an airship. It's not very massive. Rather, it's not very dense. Compared to its mass, you can push it around.
But you don't want any accidents to happen.
So put like a cotton ball on the end of the stick. Are you kidding me?
Are we the real baddies?
I think the implication is that basically everybody, like, look at this shit. This is gonna take forever to fix.
As if the chimneys weren't already.
Fuck those guys. They're insured.
But no, the real baddies are obviously the ones who are flying the giant blimp full of poison gas.
This is one of those games where most of the cast, at least in terms of, like, if you can count General and the Yupeo and whatnot, I think that most of us are the baddies in this game. Okay, so it's changing course.
What happens if the wind changes?
We're about to find out, I think.
Hold your fire. Don't shoot.
I don't understand. Look at this thing. Looks like it might have. I think it's ready to belly down.
Yeah, that seems like it's coming in for a landing. What was that?
It's a dead boat. Wow, with a big gun on it. 75% damage, holy shit! Either this plane is made out of paper mache or they have a tank on that thing.
Do not press gun or missile buttons. I don't comprehend, Commander.
Mission accomplished.
Well, some of my plane blood fell out, but we're okay. Yeah, it's a Sea-Doo with a GAU-8 on it. What the hell? Performance rating A because we're in an alternate timeline where I didn't slam into a chimney. So it wasn't unmanned. That's not wise.
大丈夫か？それにしたってその場限りのテロが相手じゃ俺たちにもどうしようもないよな。紛争がやっと沈静化してきたと思ったらこれだ。ま、お互い休めるときにしっかり休もうや。
What's your what's your problem?
ここでしてもいいかな。私ここのところずっと悩んでることがあって。
Worrying about something?
聞いてもらうだけでいい。
Then get to the fucking point.
実は私にとってたった一人の肉親と言える姉のこと。両親を失ってからどんどん二人で会うことが少なくなっていったんだけど、最近になって連絡が来て突然私にユーピーをやめろって言い出して。
She wants her to quit.
そうそう。実は姉さん今ニューコムにいて、お互いがいつ殺し合うことになるかもしれない関係でいたくないって。確かにそれは私もそう。
So your sister's also a fighter pilot.
今はまだユーピーをというか。
Or like, are you expecting her to shoot you when you show up for Thanksgiving dinner?
チームのあなたに。あ、誰か来た。
Hey, it's your sister! Blam! Well, see you later.
I wonder if we'll see the ace again, since you accidentally turned her down.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Probably whether I want to or not. So we've had two branches so far. We stuck with the Yupeo instead of joining General.
That was Chachu. Different guy.
Yeah.
Since the ceasefire signed last month, the intermittent talks have been held by envoys from Newcom Inc. as well as General Resource Limited. have been leading up to the conference that will take place at Nun headquarters. The subject is reported to be about terms and conditions of the truce, but a schedule for the conference has not yet been published. The Nun has issued a statement saying we are still in the process of conciliating the two.
Fantastic. Okay.
Sarf is terrible.
What's... Wait, if it's an emergency, why are we worried about doing things by the book? Scylla and Charybdis, that's a nice...
Nice. I love that. Oh no, Park's here to bark about Sarf.
Whoa, look at this thing below the...
Lots of mountains, I'm guessing.
That plane...
you're an escort.
God's sake.
Hey, folks in the Lancer campaign, this sound familiar?
We're flying over Windows Media Player, yes. Correct. No new aircraft yet. Might as well drive something that's agile.
Huh, I hadn't heard that. Terry Goodkind passed away.
なんか変じゃないか。なんで俺たちだけしか護衛機がいないんだ。いくら極秘にしてもおかしいと思うだろう。
しっかりしなさい。クラークソン代表はしっかりガードするから、二人は空を頼むわよ。
Engage.
Alright, enjoy your escort mission. I'm gonna go kill somebody. I don't have to worry about the thing I'm escorting getting hurt if there's no one around to hurt it.
Not a whole lot about his passing yet, but looks like it might have just come out. Uh-oh, jamming.
I'm sure it's fine.
I can still find you.
Oh, look who it is. Well now.
No, he's not your target.
He's just sort of showing up and flying around like an asshole. And I have a feeling that he's gonna, like, shoot them down in a scripted event or something.
I really couldn't say. It's not, it doesn't say that he's friendly, but it doesn't say he is an enemy either.
Yeah, it means they don't want me to shoot him down until he does something.
Damn, Naren.
Isn't Terry Goodkind the one who was, like, really insanely homophobic? Who am I thinking of? Maybe I'm thinking... No, I must be thinking of Anne McCaffrey. All sorts of blends together.
I know there's something...
Whoops.
Whoa, that was really close. There's something that people are not fond of in his stories, but I have not actually read them myself, so I can't...
Oh, did you write the Sword of Truth series?
Whichever one starts with Wizard's First Rule.
Yeah, he's... Boy, like, if we're talking about ways he sucks, then let us count them. Rest in piss, Terry, you won't be missed.
I just know that I've had to argue with many people when talking about Terry Pratchett. No, not that one.
Okay, Desion, we need to talk. What are you doing here?
Mission
Apparently it's fine.
Yeah.
Until he shoots one of them down.
Ripped off random bits of Wheel of Time without understanding it and injected a lot of Ayn Rand.
Yeah.
Yikes.
レナ来てくれたのか助かった
作戦の変更だ今回の専用機の行動はクラークソン代表とフィオナによるスパイ
Ah, it's a big airliner type thing.
Huh.
護衛の任務を解除
Shoot down Fiona.
了解しました
Well, we're gonna get implicated in the false
あそこ
flag.
には B がいるんだ本気かレナ待て撃つなやめろ
その事実の確認は不可能命令を優先します
Yes, she's the robot.
通信機はジャミングで壊れてんだな B 答えろ
It's not going to go
任
well.
せます
俺は B を助ける
Ooh. No, that was a pretty quick choice.
Sit your ass down.
That's against orders.
こちら
We are
LEU
not killing
有効
Fiona.
専用機を制空圏内へ誘導します
空中給与を受けてください
Ah,
機体を適正な位置に合わせ
tasty,
安定させて
tasty
ください
plain juice.
Refuel.
These little interstitial events are always interesting to me. It's like they're not really necessary.
Whoops! Pardon me. Hang on, I'll fix it. Just give me a second.
They're not really necessary, but they are a fun little bit of occasionally adding how planes do things.
Don't need to autopilot. Shut up.
Hey Rena, remember when you snuck out to go to a rave in a burned out warehouse? Let's not talk about following orders.
Yeah, exactly. I need to tell you about my cool alter ego, where I wear like an eye patch and boots, and I'm really cool, but
So that's a third directional
mhm.
split.
You got wheels within wheels here.
Yeah. Do you think you'll play through each one, or
It depends on how much content's hidden behind each one. If some of them are like major story changes that present a lot of interesting aircraft choices, then I'll probably stream those. But if it's just like
now that you get a
Reyna-
cutscene where this person's mad at you?
Reyna becomes your girlfriend.
So enthusiastic.
Oh, it wants me to insert disc 2. Interesting.
Huh.
Huh.
How?
I haven't actually had to do that with RetroArch before. Okay, disc options.
Disc next?
Let's try. Disc next. I think that means go to the next track on the disc. So how about disc eject?
No, it's thinking. Or is that only pod? Yeah.
It's still in the
Okay.
menu. All right, so we might be having a bit of a commotion.
Choose your own Ace Combat, basically.
Yeah. All right. Okay, disc eject toggle. Ejected virtual disk tray. And now can I... We're doing it live. Hey, do you think you can Google this?
RetroArch, how to change disk. From the quick menu, select disk control, go to disk image append, and select the new disk. Where's quick menu?
They probably mean the one that pulls up with the F1 key. So it's somewhere in here? That's regular controls. There's disk control. Okay. Insert. So, okay, adjust current disk index. So that's the current disk.
That's disc
index.
1. It was go to disk image, append, and select the new disk.
Insert disk? No. Okay. I've run into an unforeseen snag. Load new disk.
There we go. There it is.
Hot dog. Okay, give me those. Okay, check. Okay.
I mean, it said check okay.
Oh. Okay. So now do I swap disks? Disk. Next. Disk eject. Toggle.
And why?
I don't know. I didn't see the command you were talking about.
I didn't either, but I don't know why.
Okay, so now we can insert the disk. There we
it goes. Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, we learned something today.
Reboot.
Man, remember when swapping disks was a thing? Is this a commercial for Newcom? Fuck off.
I can't remember. I must have had games with multiple discs. I didn't start. I only got into PlayStation and PlayStation 2, so I didn't really have any PS1 games with multiple discs that I had experience with.
The only one I can think of off the top of my head that you might have had to do is Dynasty Wars 5.
No, that was a single disc.
Extreme Legends? Remember?
No. Do not remember.
That's still a thing in some cases. In order to load the Extreme Legends content, you literally had to open the thing, put the Extreme Legends disc in, and let it run.
That too, Naren. Disc swapping requires playing a game enough to get to the second disc. He is grateful that you did not kill him for being a spy. $38 crew members. Whew, you would have done a big murder.
Uh-huh. So they defected. Alright, well...
Final Fantasy VIII, 4 discs. Goodness.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, 3 discs.
Yeah. Arriving at the decision was, they cut off the sound. Look, the team I was on tried to kill me, so yeah, whether I was a spy or not, why would I stay with them? Baldur's Gate on PC was 6 discs. Woo!
You didn't have to swap them, but Master of Magic, when it originally released, was installed on like 12 3.5-inch floppies.
Wow.
That's a lot of swapping!
Doom had a lot too, didn't it? Like original PC Doom?
I don't remember that being a thing. I played the shareware version of Doom back in the day.
かねてから穏健派としてニューコムとも友好関係にあったクラークソン代表を暗殺する目的でゼネラルリソースと一部のユーピオが共謀したものと判断している模様です。そしてニューコムが今回事実上クラークソン代表の移籍を受け入れたことで今後のゼネラルリソースとニューコムの関係に大きな
Okay, I guess not. According to this, Doom 2 was 4 floppies. Duke Nukem 3D was 13.
Yeah. That's a lot of Duke. That's fine. Duke Nukem was a pretty decent game. They did the pop on the head thing.
Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 physical release 10 DVDs. Hi there. Is this the sister?
I guess.
これからも期待してる。あ、そうそう。私はシンシア。NEU チーフコンサルティングパイロット。
Chief Consulting Pilot. What?
よろしく。もう姉さん。
Oh, yep, that's her sister.
これからフィーはね。私にとってたった一人の妹。
I thought you two weren't that close.
だから個人的に
You don't have to be close to your sister to still, you know, recognize,
それじゃあ次は任務で。
hey, I still love this person and don't want to lose them.
Power for life. Can we finish it in 10 minutes? Let's try.
Man, we've been through a lot already.
Yeah, if we switch to disc 2, holy smokes. Boy.
It means that there is a lot of various storylines on disc 1.
Yeah, this is a very wide game. We're flying a parasite fighter. That's interesting.
A what?
So the concept of the parasite fighter is something that's been explored a few times. The idea is that they don't take off from an airfield or an aircraft carrier. They take off from another aircraft.
What?
Yeah, the idea is that they're sort of hanging usually on the underside of the larger aircraft.
So it's sort of like when, you know, a bird is sitting on a car and sort of just takes off after the car is going.
A little bit, yeah.
Like just gets the speed, gets the speed and motion from the car, and then just picks up on a wind drift.
Yeah. Actually, one of the, I think it was the single deadliest airship-related calamity involved a lighter-than-air aircraft carrier and parasite fighters. They were little piston craft that were supposed to dock with big zeppelins, like the Hindenburg, and yeah, just there was a problem on a docking attempt, and boom.
Ooh,
that's why it doesn't really get explored as a concept much. You might see it more now that UAVs are becoming more of a thing, but it's too difficult to get a craft that can do what you need it to do and still be an effective combat airframe while making it light enough to not drag the parent aircraft down too much, and also maneuverable enough to not crash into the parent. Or the host, you should say. Pulse laser. Oh, we got technology. I'm bringing MIRVs and pulse lasers. Yeah, so we're basically just stuck to the underbelly of a bigger aircraft at this time. Which appears to be a big Stingray. That's cool. That's a Darius.
Like Blue Origin space shots are listed to the upper atmosphere and then released there before it fires its rocket engine to go suborbital.
There I go.
Neat.
Yeah, they also call it literally a remora, which is a parasite that sticks onto other fish.
Little thing.
Look at me go! I'm stalling! Why? Oh,
this feels
thing...
like it would be less flying and more falling just with the design. There's something about the way that it doesn't have front wings.
Yeah, that's sort of a thing. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Eventually. Ah, you fool. No. Boy, you really had to work for that. This thing has a very high stall speed. There's those MIRVs in action, that's cool. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I have to lay on the afterburner or I'm gonna fall out of the sky. Oh, it's because we're very high up. That's the thing. It's just the...
Yeah, actually, wow. I hadn't really noticed your altitude.
Yeah,
holy moly.
We're 31 kilometers up.
I love Ace Combat. Small jet, basically a turbine with wings, dropped from the bomb bay of another plane, still has room for 6 dozen missiles.
It's wonderful. It's a thing of beauty. Oh, give him the laser. Nope. I gave him the MIRV instead. That's fine. Boy, this thing does not control very well. When they said show us what you're made of, they meant it. This thing flies like a fucking coffin.
And it looks like one, kinda. Yeah, that thing is... Jesus Christ, you're so high up.
Oh, okay, I don't think I can go above 36 kilometers. I'm not going too slow. Stop stalling. How am I supposed to hit that guy?
I don't know.
I think I just have to, like, get up to the top of my service ceiling and dump missiles as fast as possible.
There you go.
That's exactly what you have to do.
Back up.
God's sake. Alright.
Back up.
Think before shooting.
You only have 64 missiles.
Yeah, and it looks like there's about 64 of them. I'm just gonna go ham. It's all the same for you, lady. Let's go look at this thing. I really am just flying a pine box with a gun. One of the more well-known Parasite fighter designs is the Goblin, which was a miniature jet that, oh boy, was used in World War II some. Oh, I'm gonna belly down. Goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna be honest, I think this mission's longer than 3 minutes, so we'll probably just end on that note. So far, so good. You know, still zeroing this in a little bit, but we'll get there. We're probably gonna do a hiatus on RPG streams on Sundays for a little while, so I can get some more Ace Combat in while there's still some time left in the year. But we'll return to XCOM eventually. We're probably gonna do this again in a couple of days. Let's see.
Hold on.
What's that?
There are 9 story paths.
Good God. Well, we're going to be doing this for a while, apparently.
I haven't quite put together, like, the whole thing of it. It's sort of disorganized, but I can figure it out with a little looking over. In the meantime...
Who can we send over to?
We can send over to Daisuke, who's doing Kingdom of Bundle or Re-Reckoning. Anne is doing some more art. Hiromi is doing Skyward Sword. Our friend Alley Cat, I don't think we sent over to her, is doing some Minecraft.
Yeah, alright. We'll visit Alley Cat, please.
Yeah, let's send over to Alley Cat. She is cool. Chachi occasionally will stream, well, not stream, but play Earth Defense Force with her on our other friend Allie's channel.
It's a little confusing, but we do our best. If you enjoyed your time with us, be sure to follow. We would love to see you back.
Yeah, thank you all for coming. Hold on tight while we send over to Alley Cat.
Good night.
Good night.